Okay guys, so this video is a very controversial video, especially because I am somebody who avidly supports Harry and Meghan Markle. But I do want to speak about this because number one, I've just wanted to speak about it. It's always pondered my mind, to be honest with you, especially with the huge interview, but also it's kind of being resurfaced via YouTube and algorithms. I'm seeing a lot of people talk about it in the recent comments on other videos, from videos that came out in 2009, I think, when this happened. There's a huge amount of comments from literally this month, so it's all kind of being regurgitated, and it came into my feed and I just watched it again, and I just want to talk about it because maybe some of you guys don't even know. Hey guys, it's Murad Morali. Hopefully you guys are doing well today. Back at it again with another video. If you haven't subscribed, guys, click that button for daily and consistent content. Head over to my Instagram, my Patreon, my merch, and let's get straight into this video. Subscribe guys. Click that button. 24/7 daily and consistent content. New podcast episode out is below. Let's get into this. Okay, so this is a bit of a controversial one, and you know, I do support Harry and Meghan. I feel like that's extremely clear on this channel. I've been doing that. But this particular scenario, for those of you who don't know, he was in a major racist scandal where he was part of the military back in 2009, and he was saying a lot of racist stuff, specifically to South Asians, specifically to, like, you know, Middle Eastern Arab, but and also Pakistanis, and it was just very, very disgusting for him to say. I know that he was absolutely mortified that he basically got exposed for his racism, but it still rubs me a little bit the wrong way, maybe because I have part of my heritage is from, you know, Pakistan as well, so that is probably why. And I feel like, you know, if you aren't from the demographics from what he was, you know, aiming at, you aren't entitled to tell people move on. Everyone has an opinion on it regardless, but I think it's quick to move on for something if they're not really talking about your background and your heritage. That scared the hell out of me. But anyway, sorry. Not what difference a day makes. I'm dead. Let me close the laptop. I don't got time for that. If it's not the police, it's somebody singing. You know, it's not hard to let go of, because I thoroughly do believe people can change. But I find it very interesting that he was so quick to talk like that.
You look like a raghead. Look at me. Look at me. Look away.
And you know, in the recent months, if we're going to keep it real, let's keep it all the way real. In the recent months, of course, you know, Meghan Markle talking about racism in the royal family. That definitely applies to Harry as well. He was 110% one of the main individuals who was forefront and extremely racist.
Anybody else around here? You know, that's bad admin. That is bad admin. Is that yours? No.
Not only wearing Nazi costumes here and there, our outfits and stuff, but, you know, so easily off his tongue, using such derogatory racial slurs to people, calling people ragheads, saying the word Paki and stuff like this. Disgusting, absolutely vile stuff that he would say to his own colleagues that he would work with, and they would have no idea. And he was so confident enough to think that he could get away with it because he was just talking about it whilst on, you know, record. And his friends snaked him out, and then of course, you know, he got in trouble and stuff, but he did kind of get away with it. So I feel like that obviously does apply to him just as much when Meghan Markle was talking about the family. And I wasn't, realistically speaking, it was surprising, the Archie and the skin color comment, because you just didn't expect it, the shock value of it. But Harry's sitting right next to her. He's been just as racist with his chest, and he's been caught live himself. So I don't know, I just wanted to talk about it. I wanted to bring it to the surface, and if anybody has any, you know, comments on it. I do feel like I do thoroughly believe people can change, because I am somebody who's from that demographic. Half of my demographic is from, you know, what he was saying, and I've still avidly supported the man. I've literally been supporting this individual. It's not as if I'm holding this so personally and I'm like, this person is XYZ. Everybody and anybody can change regardless, and you know, if they show that change. And I thoroughly believe him and Meghan, he has shown that change, and I feel like Meghan has helped him. Unfortunately, in this world, it seems that a lot of white people need a brown or black person, you know, as their stepping stool or as their, you know, eye opener, and they have to bear the brunt to educate a white person when it comes to racism and stuff like this, because they have no filter, they don't see it, understand it, and that in itself can be very frustrating. It can be seen as a burden on our shoulders that we have to continuously educate our white counterparts. And the fact that only Harry was only beginning to see all of this stuff once he was in love with Meghan Markle within itself speaks volumes, because had he married a white girl, I don't think that he would be making the changes that he's making now. Again, I'm trying to keep it very real in this. I'm very objective. And a lot of people thinking, you know what, I'm coming for Harry. I'm not coming for Harry, but I feel like I still am entitled to feel in some type of way about that. But being objective, being sensible, being accurate with my videos, which I've always been, or I try to be, I do feel like the man has changed and has attempted to make that change. But just in general, you do need people of color, brown, black individuals, East Asian, Latin, etc., to educate. And yes, perhaps there's an experience that we can see that they can't, and therefore you should educate. But it's also like, I ain't getting paid to do it. But long story short, so it's just very interesting. I wanted to bring it to the channel just so when I say I read the comments, I do read your guys' comments. I'm intrigued to know what you guys say. I love everybody's points. Maybe you guys agree or disagree or anything. I feel like it just builds a conversation, and I just find it interesting to read in my spare time. But yeah, I wanted to bring this in because I saw the video by accident yesterday, and I was just like a bit irritated by it. But it's just the confidence he had to say so much of this crap. If he had the confidence to say all of that crap on record with his friends in the military, you can only imagine what Philip or what Charles or what William was saying. This arch skin color is nothing in comparison to the crap they almost have said, including Elizabeth, including dusty old Anne, including washed out Camilla. They all could have been saying stuff left, right, center. And if you want to keep it really well, maybe Diana. I doubt it, to be honest with you, but you just don't know. You honestly just don't know. But yeah, I want to keep this video very real. I want to keep this video very real, and you guys probably didn't expect me to talk about this, but I just wanted to have this conversation. I guess because I am from a demographic from what he was saying, and it is pretty harsh and offensive, and I still kind of hold dear to it because there were a lot of South Asians and Pakistani individuals who came in the 60s, 70s, and the P word was used violently to bash them with racial slurs from white people, and for him to use these connotations, and that his excuse was, oh, it was just a nickname for him, and that he liked it or something like this. I don't know, some BS nonsense. The raghead thing, because raghead is in reference to Muslim women, and and also men, Arab men, stuff like that. So me being half Arab and half Asian, it kind of hits both, and I'm just a bit like just jaded, because it was like the confidence for it to roll off your tongue so easily. You think, does somebody ever change? But then you also should give someone the benefit of the doubt, because everybody is not perfect, and we're all human, and we all deserve chances if we actively show change, and I thoroughly believe he does. So there's so many sides to this video, I don't know. Keen to hear your comments. Let me know what your thoughts are in the comment box below. Subscribe, and I'll catch you guys soon for another video.